Even before your first career day in school, you knew you wanted to be a Major League Baseball player. You crushed the ball off a tee, dominated Little League. Fast forward to high school, and you can do it all on the diamond. The road to the show should be a breeze, right? Think again. Out of over 450,000 high school athletes a year, 8% will play in college. After that, it gets even tougher. Only 5% of college players get drafted, and just 14% of those drafted actually make it to the majors. So after high school, you're looking at a 0.062% chance of making it to the big leagues. Too much math? Look at it this way. It's harder to get here than it is to get here. Ready to be the next Rocket, Swanson, or Skeens? To be the next Helton, Cruz, or Cole? Think you got what it takes to keep pushing beyond what others think is possible? To leave your mark on the game forever? Ready to pave your road to the show? Let's go.
She's a slow sipper.
If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep in the middle of the ocean. You know where to find me when it's poetry in motion. She don't ever mind me. If I slip, I slide, I don't trip, I glide when I dip, I dive when I dive deep in the middle of the ocean. You know where to find me when it's poetry in motion. She don't ever mind me. I'm a Mac, the baby know it's a fact. Los Angeles in my lap, got belly still in the trap. I really be spitting bars, got thinking I rap. I'm hanging out with the stars, still can't relax, even in these foreign cars. I'm rolling around with when I hit hard. Permission to make I need a round of applause, but I might settle for that. Had to break a couple laws, put my city on the map. You think you beat the up, but you didn't make a. Even if you made it, she ain't never coming back. Play it like you couldn't call it something that you lack. Michael Jack, got Billie Jean talking bad behind your back. She can roll with me, it's a lucky day. Gotta
Welcome to High School Baseball on the Show, live from Pine Grove Park. I'm Ben Gelman, and I'll be bringing you all the action here on Senior Day. Today, we'll get a chance to see these upperclassmen play their last regular season game, one last opportunity to show off their skills and celebrate their high school careers in front of their beloved hometown fans. We're just about ready to get started. Just about ready to go. And on the hill in this one, King Lloyd. He'll mix and match with the four-seam fastball and cutter, and that can be really effective if he can tunnel his pitches consistently. The batter's expecting the straight heater, but then that late cutting action makes the contact much weaker, and that'll help you get some outs. Hitters will have to be disciplined and get good recognition if they want to do damage in this one. Here's a speed threat, Kevin Dow.
Mow him down. Nobody down here.
And we are underway. Today, of course, Senior Day, a time of reflection for these athletes, including the young man on the mound, who is no doubt looking back on the path that brought him here. Some early aggressive pitching with that cutter in on the hands. Hitters have to consider that it might stay over the plate, but that late break can saw them off. Could be a weapon in this one. Just misses. What a take with 2 strikes.
All right, come on now.
On the ground to short. On the run, sends it over to first.
No,
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Batting second, the
And
designated
now the
hitter,
DH,
Aldo
Aldo
Amoros.
Amoros.
be patient.
Get this guy out of here.
Swing and a pop-up foul out of play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Dow takes his lead at first. Nobody out. Next one's popped in the air into right. Makes the grab. One down. And now at the plate, Bob Lopez.
aggressive up there.
Outfield pretty shallow here. In there at the knees. Seems like that was just a good bit of framing right there. Stole a strike. Gets the slider in there for a strike. With two straight strikes on the inner half of the plate, that leaves the batter vulnerable away. Maybe something off speed. Got the batter swinging. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Next to hit, Roger Castillo.
That's inside. That's a ball.
Be patient.
Bash down the right side, but foul. Here comes the 1-1. Late on that fastball.
One ball, two strikes.
You got this.
In the air, along the left field line, and it falls! They stop the lead runner at second, now 2 on with 2 outs. Down in the
Batting
count,
fifth,
didn't matter. Put
shortstop,
a great
Ralph
swing on it. Little
Mobley.
flare into left, and if it had hung up a little longer, maybe the shortstop or left fielder makes a play on it. This one got down, though, and that's a base hit. Next offering is outside.
Be patient.
And now 1-2. Great time to go to the slider.
1-2,
He was
come
clearly
on.
sitting fastball, which made his swing just a hair too early. Now he's got to protect with 2 strikes. 2-2 now. In the air to left. And that is a foul ball. First and second, 2 down. Pitch misses.
Count's full.
Full count now. Line drive, and it's caught. They leave 2 runners on base. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Next up, the designated
Batting
hitter,
third,
King.
designated hitter, King Lloyd.
Hee-haw!
1 out with a
0-1.
runner at second.
Clutch up. Drive him in right now. Here we go, bud.
Close, doesn't get the call.
Hey, your pitch, huh?
Up the middle. And that's a base hit. Coming around third. Runner scores and they take the lead. It's an RBI single. 1-0. Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. That's a nice, simple approach there. Sent that one back through the middle for a clean base hit. Runner at first with
Batting
1
fourth,
gone.
left
Rubio
fielder,
digs in now.
Justin Rubio.
Hey, keep it going. Your turn.
Throw over to the bag. Back
Hey,
in
he's
safely
in
on the
there.
dive. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Puts a bunt down. Doyle. Not in time. He's safe. That's a very aggressive
Batting
play
fifth,
defensively,
third
trying to
baseman,
cut down the
Jack
leadoff runner at second.
Zickerfus.
And you see why it's not a very high percentage play, because they came away with nothing. Here it comes. Now a flare off the bat, and it drops in. Runner around third. Comes in to score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. That one just kind of faded over the infield and down onto the outfield grass. Base hits like that are a gift from above for the hitter. All set for the start of this
Leading
inning.
off,
Now it's the
right
switch-hitting
fielder,
outfielder,
Darren
Darren
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Be patient.
Right down the chute. Strike one. That one was right down the middle. I have to think he took it because he's trying to get a better read on this arm. Now this is lifted to center. And that'll get down for a hit. Runner aboard on the leadoff single. Now it's the second baseman, Sean Villafuerte. Rolled to short, could be two. Off balance speed, there's one. And two. What a play.
Batting eighth, left fielder, Patrick Thomas.
Here's the left fielder, Patrick Thomas.
Hey, ha!
2 outs,
Hey,
base
plays
is
that one
empty.
now.
That's low. That's a ball.
Be patient.
Check
Did he
swing,
go?
appeal to third, and that is indeed a swing. Now the 1-2 pitch. This one in the air to right.
Ball.
Stone
Got it.
on the move. Swallows it up. That's out number 3. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left aboard. We go to the bottom of the second inning. The Bobcats have the edge, 2-0. Welcome back, folks, and
Leading
just a
things
reminder
off,
that this is
third
a
baseman,
7-inning game here at the high
Jason
school
Doyle.
level.
Hey, no outs now. None.
Be patient.
Fly ball down the line, carrying near the fence. Can't quite get there. It's a foul ball.
Take your spot here.
0-1 now.
2-2-2.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get a hit. The batter now, Kevin Dow. Ground ball left side, could be two. Off balance speed, there's one. To first, double play, nicely done.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Aldo Amoros.
Now at the dish, Aldo Amoros.
Plays it one here.
We're here in the top half of the third.
Be
2
patient.
down and nobody aboard. Pitch is in there. No balls, 2 strikes. He's really attacking the
right
zone, so the hitter has to get more
1 and
aggressive.
2.
However, he could counter with something that breaks out of the zone to draw a swing. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. On the ground, right side, Bennett. Throw off line, he's safe, and a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Now batting,
and that's a tough break
first
out there
baseman,
at second. His
Bob
throw just
Lopez.
sailed a bit wide that time. Runner at first, and here's the first
Plays that one
baseman,
now.
Bob Lopez. Struck out on
Slow
just
down.
3 pitches the last time up.
Be patient.
Heck! 0-1.
On a line for a base hit. Lead runner turns at second. That puts runners at the corners with 2 away. And now the switch hitting catcher, Roger
one here.
Castillo. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Inside corner, that's called a strike.
Gotta hold him.
Inside
1-1.
nearly got the batter.
Be patient.
That one fouled off. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. On the ground to the left, Dodson. There in plenty of time, ends the inning. 2 left on. We move on to the bottom of the third. The Bobcats have the lead, 2-0. As we go to the last
Leading
of the
things
third.
off,
And now the
designated
DH,
hitter,
King Lloyd.
King Lloyd.
That's a ball. Yeah!
Incredible late action on that slider.
1
Took
and
a
1.
sharp turn at the last second. Center field. Dow. And there's one down. Welcome back to Pine Grove Park.
Be patient.
On to the fourth. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Ralph
No, that missed.
Mobley.
That's a ball.
Close one, but doesn't
guy
get the
outta here.
call.
1-0. Ball. That's high.
Next pitch
That's
is
the ball.
inside. And now 3-0. No reason to get over-aggressive in this 3-ball count.
Hey,
They've
ha.
been really quiet at the plate, so they need
3-1.
base runners first and
Get out of that
foremost.
zone.
Out to short. The throw to first. Leadoff batter retired in the fourth. Digging in, the switch-hitting outfielder,
Be
Darren
patient.
Lloyd.
Yeehaw!
Next pitch, in for a strike. One out and the base is empty.
0-2.
Pitch misses.
1-2.
And that's ball one. So he got ahead 0-2, but way off the mark with the heater. At the plate, he sees that the pitcher wants to use the fastball to punch him out. He needs to be ready and not get beat. Takes it to first for the
Now
out.
batting, second baseman, Sean Villafuerte.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. The Bobcats leading by 2.
Who's at first
Top
now?
half of the fourth. That one
That missed. That's a
close,
ball.
ruled a ball.
Be patient.
To third, collects. Play made, that ends the inning. So they make short work of them there. We're midway through the fourth. The Bobcats lead it 2-0. We're ready for the fifth inning. And here at the plate, Patrick
Leading
Thomas.
things off, left fielder, Patrick
That's
Thomas.
a ball. That's inside.
Right through there for a strike.
Hey, stay aggressive up there.
Here's the 1-2 offering. And there's a
2
ball.
and 2.
Here's a grounder right side. Takes it to the bag alone. And the leadoff hitter set down in the fifth. Now the third baseman, Jason
Patient.
Doyle. Pitch misses
that's
there.
low.
And
Ball.
that's ball one. And that one hammered. It's pretty deep. And gone! Leaves the yard to left. A solo shot. And they're on the board. It's a 2-1 game. No quit in this team at all. They're still fighting. Left a low 90s fastball in a hittable location. Full marks to the hitter. He recognized.
Now pitching,
So they turn things over to the righty,
Julio
Perez. Trying to
the
protect
batter
this
number
lead.
8 designated hitter.
Next is
King
the designated
Lloyd.
hitter, King Lloyd. 1 for 2.
Clutch up. Drive him in right now.
This to third. Doyle. In plenty of time to first.
The left fielder number 2, Justin.
Runner at second here with 2 gone.
The batter number 8
The next to
designated
hit.
hitter.
1
King
for 3.
Lloyd.
Hey, drive him in for us. We need you.
Chases a high fastball there. The pitcher has to see the
It's
hitter
0-1.
getting aggressive on the high stuff. Maybe throw one even higher and induce a chase. This pitch gets away. He's in there. The winning run just 90 feet away with 2 out. And the 1-1. Liner to left. And that's that. 1 runner left aboard. The score remains 2-2.
Yeah.
2 outs, runner on first base.
Now batting catcher.
And here's the catcher, Jimmy McDonough.
Hey, where you trying?
Liner, base hit. The tying run is aboard. Got out in front, but didn't allow the wrists to yank that one into foul ground. That's a good example of extending through the swing and following through to line that pitch into the outfield for a hit. This next at bat looms very large. Two outs and runners at first and second. Steven Roher will hit next.
Nobody better. Clutch up for us right now.
1-2 offering. Popped up right side. And that'll wrap it up. An emotional day at the ballpark, but they fall short on senior day. Lloyd with a solid showing, even if his team wasn't able to get the win on senior day. This two-way player wasn't dominant, but did what it took on the mound to give these hometown fans something to cheer about. He'll get to hit in the next one and needs to take his game to a higher level to make a deep playoff run. The high school playoffs have arrived here at Birds Eye Field, a chance for these teams to extend their season one more day and for these young prospects to showcase their skills. I'm Ben Gelman, and I'm honored to be on the call for this one. We are just about ready to get started.
Going, we in go mode, going, we in go mode. We don't ever stop, we don't ever drop, we keep rolling, I know that you better rock. We the veterans, yup, you in steady shock.
So up next, Wendell Dotson.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Wendell Dotson.
Be patient.
2 outs and the bases loaded. Grounder to the left side. As they escape the bases loaded jam. Feels like they missed a huge opportunity there. 1 inning in the books here. The Bobcats have the edge, 3-0. Second inning set to start, and now the first baseman, King
Lloyd.
Hammers this one in the air, deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. That one felt good. A solo shot, and they add on. It's 4-0. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. This isn't a pitcher who can overwhelm hitters with velocity, so hitting your spots is essential. Because if you miss, well, you saw right there what happens when you miss. So 2 down. And
now
here's the first baseman, King
Lloyd.
He's already homered in this ballgame. Comes up empty, chasing that one in the dirt. Tough to do damage on pitches that far out of the zone.
Ball.
Classic pitching right there with the 2-seamer from the righty in on the hands of the right-handed batter. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes. 2 outs, bases empty. Down in the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it, on to first. That completes the strikeout, and that'll do it. So digging in,
First baseman
King
number 8,
Lloyd.
King
Already a
Lloyd.
homer for him in this one. And that's off the inside
ball.
edge.
Ball. 2-0.
And that one fouled off. That misses the zone. And now 3-1. On the ground to third, Stapleton. And now a jump throw. On the money. Nice play. Bases loaded
Now
with 1
batting
away.
left fielder,
Frank Ritter will hit next. 1-2, here's the pitch. Base hit, 1 run in already. The throw in. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Welcome back to playoff baseball from Bird's Eye Field.
King
At the
Lloyd.
plate, King Lloyd.
Hee-haw! 0 balls, 1 strike.
And he grounds it to the right side. Picks it up. That's an out. Great job knowing how much time he had left on that play. Took an extra step, lined himself up, and made a good, strong throw for the out. Nobody on and 2 outs. Wendell Dotson now at the plate. Fly to center, and that ought to do it.
I got it.
And that's the ball game. They get the victory and move on to the title game. What a run for this team. Lloyd with an impressive showing in this crucial victory. He did what it took to help get his team to the state championship. this promising prospect will have one more opportunity to show what he can do while trying to bring home the title.
I'ma keep this feeling close to me, but I think I lost my mind. 11 months of this same routine, keeping up this facade of mine. I'm gonna buy you some roses, baby, and then we're gonna get real. Pretty soon I'll be talking my shit, so I can keep running in my mind. Will you provide your family with groceries? Is that too much? Too much. Said I love you, babe.
Welcome to the High School State Championship. Live from the Stellar Sports Complex, I'm Ben Gelman. The road to the title game has been paved with unforgettable moments. From walk-off victories to game-saving catches, these teams have provided their fans with a season of thrilling baseball. Today, they get one more chance on the biggest stage to finish as champions. We're just about ready to get started. Next up, the designated hitter, King Lloyd. With runners at first and second and nobody out, the defense will need to be sharp here.
Here we go, kid. Here we go.
Popped up. Settles under it. And there's one down. Well, he got a lollipop of a breaking ball, but he couldn't quite get the swing just right. That's what caused the pop-up.
Rubio.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Ephraim Woodson. And he's got really good wheels. One of those skills you really can't teach.
Get this guy out of here. Be patient. Hey, we got no outs. Eye the tiger, kid.
Ball, that's out.
All right, come on now.
That's a ball.
Check swing. Did the bat break the plane? Yes, it's a strike. Spoils that one. It remains 2-2. Righty comes to the plate. Just off the inside corner. And the count's full. What a take with 2 strikes. And he goes down on strikes. And there's 1 down. So up next, Garrett Barrett.
Be patient.
1 out and the base is empty. Slider
ball,
misses away.
2 strikes.
And that one is inside. Some early aggressive pitching with that cutter in on the hands. Hitters have to consider that it might stay over the plate, but that late break can saw them off. Could be a weapon in this one. Struck out swinging. 2 gone as the home first is moving along pretty quick. Already establishing
third,
a potent rhythm,
first baseman,
striking out the first
Dennis
2 batters.
Harrington.
It looks like these hitters are going to have their work cut out for them in this one. And now the first baseman, Dennis Harrington. The 0-1. Pop up, foul on the right side. Roher should have this one. And that's the end of the inning. So they make short work of them there. We head to the second. 1 out, bases are
The batter,
loaded.
number
King
8 designated
Lloyd,
hitter,
the next to
King
hit. 0
Lloyd.
for 1 so far.
Hey, keep it going up there. Your turn, your turn.
It's way outside and heads straight to the backstop. No action on the bases, though. Full house on the bases with 1 away. Got the batter swinging. Slider ran away for strike 3 there. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Tommy Cannon.
Hey, no outs now.
Ball 1.
Be patient.
And swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the air, along the left field line. And no one can get to it, a foul ball. Ground ball to short. Gloves it. On the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. With that kind of downward action on the slider, you're going to get a lot of grounders just like that. Hard to lift it. Alberto
Ball 1, no
Valido
strikes.
in the box with 1 away. Looks at ball 1.
2-0. Aye.
That one fouled off. 2-2 now. That's to third. Zicafus tosses to first.
Got him.
Already 2 gone in the home half of the second inning. Monte Lopez now at the plate.
Plays it first now.
Yeah.
2 outs,
0-1.
base is empty.
Be patient.
Strike 2. Looks like he might be willing to chase up the ladder
No ball,
even
2
higher
strikes.
after that swing. The pitcher saw that, and we'll see how he adapts. Fly ball down the line, and that is a foul
Throw
ball.
him the dark one. Throw him that good stuff.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Chases in the dirt. Slider there. Down to first with it. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So they go quietly here. We're at the end of... Welcome back, folks, and
Leading
just a
things off,
reminder that this
left
is a
fielder,
7-inning
Lorenzo
game here at the high
Reyes.
school level. Clips the outside corner, and it's 0-1.
Be patient.
Aye. 2.
Give him the
0-2.
heater.
Good eye
Ball.
on that pitch. That's such a tempting pitch with 2 strikes. I'm impressed he took it. Way
2 balls,
outside.
2 strikes.
All right, come on now.
That one missed.
Full.
Here we go now. Let's go.
come on now.
Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. That wasn't an overpowering fastball, just low 90s, but he found a way to get it by him, even in a hittable location. More than one way to get a strikeout. Now it's the second baseman, Robbie Starr. Over to first. 2 straight retired to begin the bottom of the third. Leo Ramirez will hit next.
Laser one here.
That one fouled off. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Nice eye right there. That's an 0-2 fastball that most hitters will take a rip at, but he took it and got away with it. Can't let it go by a second time. Into center field, that'll fall for a hit. A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive. Batting order turns over. Woodson getting ready to hit. Struck out swinging the first time. That one misses, and that is ball 1.
Be patient.
And that's in for a strike. 3 straight fastballs to start this at bat. I'd expect him to go off speed here to change the pace. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Ramirez leads off of first with 2 out. Swing, high fly down the right field line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Now the 1-2 pitch. This one lifted to center field. Lozano. And that's that. 1 hit, 1 left. 3 innings in the books in this one. The Bobcats have the lead, 4-0. Welcome back to Stellar Sports Complex. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Garrett Barrett. And the slider just misses.
Hey, we got no one.
This one is labeled. That one is back there. Makes the catch up against the wall.
Now batting first base.
And here's the first baseman, Dennis Harrington. 0 for 1 with a flyout. And that one fouled off. 1 out and the base is empty.
Be aggressive.
Strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Be patient.
Up the middle. On the run, throw to first. And very nicely done for the out. At this level, you have to be able to slow the game down and execute, even in high-pressure situations. He did a fine job right there to understand how much time he had to make the play and get the out. Makes the catch, inning over. Bases empty, 1 away.
Number 8,
King
designated
Lloyd,
hitter,
the next
King
to hit.
Lloyd.
3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time. Ground ball left side. Ramirez. Play is made, 2 out. We head to the bottom of the 5th inning. And now the DH,
Leading
Alberto Valido.
Designated hitter, Alberto Valido.
Grounds this one up the middle. Bennett. Play is made, 1 gone. And here's the catcher, Monte Lopez. 0 for 1.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Puts this one in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
Get him with your best
Here
pitch
comes
right
the
here.
0-2 pitch.
Ball, that's out.
The Bobcats up by 4. Bottom half of the 5th. Swings and misses. 2 quick outs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Now the left fielder, Lorenzo Reyes, went down on strikes the first time through.
Hey!
He's shown some excellent command in this game, and that's helped drive his success, really putting the ball where he wants it to go.
Ball, that's just out.
Be patient.
Fly ball down the line, carrying near the fence. That drops in no man's land, a foul ball. Fine work in this one, just 1 strike away from a 5th shutout frame. Just off the outside edge. And the count's even at 2. Gets a piece, stays alive. 2 outs, base is empty. Grounder to second. And a base hit right there. He's been absolutely dominant in this one with only 2 hits surrendered to this point and no runs. With every hitter, it seems like he's got a plan and he's keeping them off balance. This hit, and there's the third out. That ends this inning. One runner left stranded. They trail here 4-0.
Now pitching.
Back now for the bottom of
Nelson
the 6th, and
Velasco.
there's a new pitcher on the mound, Nelson Velasco. Will get to work on holding this lead. 2 gone and the bases loaded, and now the shortstop, Garrett Barrett.
Garrett Barrett.
Be patient.
Ground ball to short. This should do it. Fires to first on the run. Safe at first as they can't make the play. I think these guys were all set for the inning to be over, and that led to a lack of focus on the throw. Now they have to flush it and make sure it doesn't wind up hurting them going forward. The Stars, down to their last strike.
Yeah, here we go. Relay, hit me.
Here's the throw. In comes the winning run, and they walk it off. Lloyd with a really good showing in this one. His two-way prospect gave it his all on the mound, and I'm sure the scouts and college coaches took notice, despite his team falling short of the ultimate prize. Final score in this game, 5-4. Thanks for dropping by and joining me and our wonderful crew here on the show. I'm Ben Gelman. Talk to you soon.
My temper short for the nonsense. I'm a boss, me and you no contest. So go get lost. I've been busy flossing. I got options, watching, but I don't want some. Ben Franks, I need Ben Franks on my body. Ben hating, but I been straight, let's show up. You might get a got a rich taste. I'm a diving, don't be iffy with the payments. I like when it's right. I'm too busy to be patient. I like what I like. I like what I like. I like what I like. Don't be iffy with the payments. I like when it's right. I like what I like. I like what I like. I'm too busy to be patient. I like what
All right, welcome back to Studio 3 here at MLB Network. It's Greg Amsinger and my guy, Harold Reynolds. Are you ready for the MLB Draft Combine?
I love it, man. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It's always so exciting. It's right around the corner. What can we expect from this year's event, Harold?
Well, the biggest thing, obviously, you got the top talent in the country coming here to the Combine. You got all 30 teams represented. You have scouts and executives who are making the decisions. I think the biggest thing overlooked is the time they spend talking with the players.
Right.
But obviously, you'll have the evaluations on the field, and we'll dive into that in a second.
It's not just a 24-hour event. This is a 4-day event held at Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. It really allows for those scouts you just mentioned to evaluate these players from both a traditional scouting perspective, let's call it the old eye test. We like the old eye test.
Yeah.
And with advanced tracking technologies and metrics, which are also very important.
Well, the metrics has really taken over, and teams are really using the metrics to be able to separate guys. Look, it doesn't matter what league you played in. You might have hit 500, but another guy played in another league, he hit 500, but you don't know how to evaluate those together. So the metrics come in to be a big part of that. So you're going to see the spin rates, the exit velocities, clearly the old school, how hard does somebody throw miles per hour. So those are the metrics that they will be going by and being able to measure guys.
And what about days 2 through 4? What's unique about that?
Well, the uniqueness of 2 through 4 are games where you get all this top talent and they play together on the same field at the same time. So I got a kid from Florida playing against a kid from Oregon, and you get a chance to really get the true evaluation in games. So days 2 through 4 are games.
Sounds fun.
Oh, it's awesome.
Should be another great MLB Draft Combine this year. We're looking forward to it, obviously. We can't wait to see who grabs our attention. We'll see you in Arizona.
The road to Major League Baseball dreams makes a stop here at the MLB Draft Combine live from Chase Field in Phoenix, Arizona. Alongside Jessica Mendoza, I'm Robert Flores. Jessica, we have a two-way player. Now he has a chance to show what he's made up in front of the pro scouts. What are you most looking forward to today?
Well, first of all, how cool is it that he gets to showcase his skills on this stage at a major league park? Plus the athleticism that it takes to be a two-way player, to be able to pitch and hit, super unique. And now he gets to prove that to the entire baseball world that he deserves a shot at the pros.
You were a player that was able to thrive under pressure. This is a pressure-packed environment. How does he block it out?
You know, the biggest thing is embracing it, especially as a two-way player, because the pressure he's going to feel first to hit, then transition to pitching. That is going to be how he handles that pressure.
All right, let's go down on the field and check it out. This is where the scouts really start paying attention to what these prospects have in their arsenal, Jessica.
Robert, this is a huge opportunity, this young guy's career. I mean, scouts, realistically, they're looking for confidence in the batter's box. They also want to see balance, rhythm, timing of his swings. They're also looking to see his ability to hit the ball to different parts of the field.
We are seeing a pretty impressive performance here, Jessica.
Yeah, one of the most impressive performances that we've seen. He's got a short, compact swing, allows him to make quick adjustments. Watch how his hands beautifully stay inside the ball. He's got that good balance, keeps his weight back, and then has that explosive move to the ball.
That's nice work up there. The scouts love a hitter who's this polished already before he begins pro ball.
Such an impressive display of a combination of that technique and strength of the plate. His swings are smooth, and he's got a ton of pop in the bat. This performance could seriously elevate his draft stock.
Infield drills at first base are starting up right now. A key position, Jessica, where you have the opportunity to pick up your teammates defensively, and it's my favorite position on the diamond because it's what I played growing up.
Well, and the biggest thing you got to have in that position, Robert, is positional awareness. Scouts are looking for that range, your ability to get to any ball, and honestly, you want to save your teammates from any potential throwing errors.
Jessica, so far, what's your assessment of this session? How's he doing?
This is such an underrated position. I feel like what he's doing to be a huge asset for his team defensively at first base. The footwork, ability to get the ball and make a play, plus excellent arm accuracy.
Yeah, this guy seems to have the goods. Always nice as an infielder to know that if your throw's a little bit off over to first, he can pick you up.
Absolutely. It changes the entire dynamic of a defense. He's also showing that he belongs at this pro level.
Well, it's time to see how these pitchers fare, Jessica.
Yeah, well, body movement is the first thing scouts are looking for. Balance, rhythm, and timing within his delivery, as well, of course, that arm strength. In the end, can he put it where the catcher is set up?
Jessica, day one is in the books for this young two-way player. Just wrapped up the bullpen session. What did you think of his performance day one?
You know, the biggest thing is he got the nerves out of the way. It is difficult to be able to showcase your skills first as a pitcher, then as a hitter, and also as a fielder. But he is not done yet. He's got games coming up.
That's right. These prospects going head-to-head as part of day two. Until then, for Jessica Mendoza, I'm Robert Flores. Thanks for joining us at the MLB Draft Combine from Phoenix, Arizona.
Welcome to Game 1 of the MLB Draft Combine on the show, live from Chase Field in Arizona, home of the Diamondbacks. I'm Ben Gelman. After yesterday's drills, today is the first opportunity for these prospects to show what they can do in a live game situation. First pitch coming up next. Kurt Grieve now at the plate. Runner at second, 2 down. And a base hit right there. Coming around third. Runner scores, and they have the lead.
Got him, that's an out.
Now the tag at second, and he's out trying to stretch it into a double. And that's the inning. It's 1 run on 2 base hits, no errors, no one left. We go to the bottom of the second inning, 1-0. And now the first baseman, King Lloyd. These tournament games are, of course, just a part of the larger picture here at the Combine. Drills and assessments measure each player's fitness, strength, agility, and on-field performance, as well as other skills. The 0-1 offering. And a big swing and a miss. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner break from first, trying to stay out of the double play. On the ground to third, Foster. There's 1. Out. They get 2. Out. Always love a double play, especially when it's as smooth as the one they just turned. 1 away and a runner at first. And next, the cleanup hitter, Johnny Verdui. Ground ball could be 2. 1 at second.
That's an out.
Throws in the dirt, but he scoops it. And the double play ends the inning. 1 error in the inning, but nothing else. To the bottom of the 4th inning now. 1-0. Bases loaded with 1 away. King Lloyd getting ready to hit. Hit into a double play the first time around.
That's a ball.
Rolls away a little bit, and a fine job keeping it close right there. Late with the swing there.
1-1.
Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. The flip, there's 1, out. The double play cuts down the potential tying run. Great job to make a play with the bases loaded. Excellent execution there. They turn the double. 2 down and a runner at second base. Tom O'Rourke digs in now. Hard ground ball, base hit. Runner around third. Crosses the plate. So digging in, King Lloyd. First pitch misses, ball 1. 2 outs, bases empty. Lifted in the air to right center. O'Rourke settles under this one. That. That is the inning. 1 hit in the inning, a solo home run. 7th inning up next, 2-1. 1 out and runners at first and second. King Lloyd, the next to hit. Grounder left side, and it goes just foul. 0-1 now. Line drive. Makes the catch for the second out. Now at the plate, Maurice Franco. On the ground to first. Dive, got it. Throw from the knees. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there. Two outs and a runner at first. Now it's the shortstop, Estevan Batista. Line drive, and it's caught. So they can't push across the winning. So up next, King Lloyd. Swing and a miss. 0-1. After tying him up like that, this pitcher is in control.
Ball.
This one's in the dirt,
I got a ball,
and it's a
one
ball
strike.
and a strike as the runner stays put. Check swing. Did the bat break the plane? Yes, it's a strike.
Ball, 2 strikes.
Grounder to second. Dives, keeps it on the infield. From his knees, the throw. Wow, that is a heck of a play. Back here at Chase Field, we move on to the 11th, and now the center fielder, Andre Link. Up the middle, and a base hit right there. Coming to the plate. Comes across to score. It's an RBI single, and they've got the lead in extra innings. Bottom of the 11th inning now. Now the left fielder, Luther Suarez. And that's a walk.
Ball 4. Take your base.
4-pitch walk there. Good discipline by the batter, making him come into the strike zone. Now it's the second baseman, Jared Ferris. Now a flare off the bat, and it falls. Runner rounds third, on his way to the plate. Safe. It's 11-6. One out and 2 on. And now the right fielder, Louis Schnell. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. On the ground to short, could be 2. To second, that's 1. Out! A double play to end it. Certainly a frustrating game at the plate. I think he'd be the first to tell you he's capable of better. The loss is just the rotten cherry on top.
Beat up the block and the gun on my press a little button to open the wings. Ain't no events in the deal I just signed. I don't need to live controlling my springs. Marionettes, I dance on my own, I'm so my necklace. Praying for my solar plexus. With a dependence, punching this reckless. Michelin's all on my restaurant checklist. Skating from city to city to finish it. The Wellington blue in the middle, the same as how I be preferring my Venice. And Windleton blacker than me, no sentence. And I was apprenticing under a villain. Fist for a metal to give my respect. I stopped my dentist to get this new grill and the incoming call from Shibuya Connect. Look at my car. Suddenly started to swell. This VVS choke, I call it a trail. Bent over the time, my monitor fell.
Welcome to Game 2 of the MLB Draft Combine on the show. I'm Ben Gelman. Another chance for these prospects to show what they're made of as we creep closer to draft day. First pitch is just around the corner. Back here in the desert, and our pitcher in this game, King Lloyd. Our starting pitcher is one of the more intriguing arms you'll see at the MLB Draft Combine this year. He carries himself with such confidence. You'd never know from the outside the pressure he must be feeling. Now it's the right fielder, Thomas Donnellan. You may be wondering, just how does a player score a summons to the invitation-only Draft Combine? Well, eligible high school and college players are selected by a committee of MLB, USA Baseball, and MLB club scouting executives. That was the one he wanted, but a little early on the swing. When that happens, if your front side flies open, you're likely to get too far under it like he did there. Matthew Karlik in now takes ball 1 off the plate. This one is labeled. And that's a base hit. Around first, hustling for 2. Starts the afternoon off right with a double. So digging in, Ross Martin. Good contact hitter and not bad with the glove either.
Ball.
This pitch misses. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Ground ball to the right side. Ferris spins and fires to first on the run. Nicely done for the out. Andy Kuhn, the next to hit. Foul ball there. 2 outs with a runner at third. Slider misses away. Two straight breaking balls away. If he wants to go back to that spot later in this AB, I'd expect a fastball inside here. Line drive to right. Racing over to make the catch. Second inning here at Chase Field. No score. On to the next inning, and now the DH, King Lloyd. Hacks and misses, got a chase swing.
All 1's the count. Ball 1.
Swing and a miss late on that one. Absolute gas right there at 99. And that one is in the dirt.
2-2 the count.
Puts this one in the air down the line. Donnellan moving to the left. Makes the catch, and there's one gone. Back here at Chase Field, and now Tommy Kelly. This pitch popped up. Francisco. One away. Tough way for this AB to end for the batter. He saw that one coming right down the pipe. His eyes got big, and he lost control of his swing mechanics. That pop-up should have been a laser into the gap. Out number 2. And the batter will be the shortstop, Amauri Alvarez. And that one fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. That one fouled off. Struck the batter out without a swing. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left. We're at the end. Back here in the desert, bottom of the inning, here's the catcher, Jerome Coleman. Runner on base to start the inning. Agustin Rodriguez will hit next. Late swing, fouled it off. Fly ball to right. And there's one away. And now the right fielder, Thomas Donnellan, popped out the first time. In the air, along the left field line. And that is a foul ball. While all of these prospects expect to be drafted, the personalized player report they receive, including evaluation data and tools for improvement, makes participation here a valuable experience no matter what happens in the future. Keeps the AB going with the foul ball. Runner at first, one away. Punches that one away with 2 strikes. Pitcher's got to be wondering what's going to get the swing and a miss. He might need to change speeds or locations, if only to change things around. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. Here's the left fielder, Matthew Karlik. Cracked a double the first time at bat.
Ball 1.
Coleman leading off first with 2 away.
Hey!
Just missed. The pitcher's approaching him much more cautiously after he gave up the double the first time around. Top of the zone for a called strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
High fly ball to shallow right field. Schnell. And that's the inning. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors. 1 left on base. End of 3. No score. Runner at third and 2 out. Next is the designated hitter, King Lloyd. Swing and a foul straight back. The pitch. Wallops this one out towards right center. One hops off the wall, might be trouble here. Two down and a runner at second base. Bruno Franco now at the plate. Now here's the 0-2.
1 ball.
Rolls
2
away
strikes.
a little bit. Got the strikeout looking. That ends the inning and prevents things from... Bottom of the 4th. Now the third baseman, Ross Martin.
All 1. That's ball 2.
Ground ball to third,
No,
and it
foul
goes
ball.
just foul. 2-1 pitch coming. Late swing, fouled off. 2-2 now. Goes down looking for the strikeout. 1 gone leading off the 4th. And next, the cleanup hitter, Andy Kuhn, 0 for 1. And a pop-up in foul territory on the right side. Hauls it in, 2 away. So up next, Tommy Kelly, 0 for 1 so far.
Ball.
We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Home team down by 1. Swings and misses. And that's strike 1. Incredible late action on that slider. Took a sharp turn at the last second. There with plenty of time. Inning over. Nothing doing here in this half of the inning. We've played 4 full. 1-0. Back here at Chase Field. And now, Jeffrey Hop. That's in there. 0-1. It's all well and good to be patient and drive up the pitch count, but when you get a first pitch fastball like dives, but it kicks off the glove, the throw won't get there in time, and they don't get the out. And now the shortstop, Amauri Alvarez. One on with nobody out. A double play would certainly change the inning's momentum. Runner on the go. Pitch misses in. Throw safe. And now the tying run is into scoring position. That one's spoiled, and it's now 2-1. There's a strike. That one's too high. Fly out to center field. Franco.
Here we go, hit me.
And there's one down. Came away empty from an AB where he had a chance to do damage. Tough break. Next to hit, Jerome Coleman. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Fly to left. Suarez.
I got it. 3-3-3.
2 down. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Agustin Rodriguez. And there's a strike. That's a hittable pitch, but not what he was looking for. Early in the count, it's okay to take that. Comes up empty, strike 2. What confidence to go back-to-back with those sliders. And now the hitter's in an 0-2 count without a clue what's coming next. The tag at third, and he is out. Bang-bang play, and the inning is over. Continues to roll on the mound. 5 shutout innings in the books. 1-0. Back here in the desert, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Digging in, Agustin Rodriguez. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Fouled off left side. 0-2, and the delivery. In the air, right field, Schnell. On the run towards the line. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double. We head back to the top of the order. Thomas Donnellan digs in now. And the 0-1 now.
Nope, that's a ball.
Just missed with that one. Tried to get him with the backdoor slider. Right through there for a strike. Got the batter swinging for the K. Not what the offense was looking for after a leadoff double. The strikeout, and 1 away now. Now the left fielder, Matthew Karlik. 1 for 2.
Hey!
This one to right. And it drops in. Coming around third. Crosses the plate. It's an RBI single. We're tied at 1. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout. Looks ready to make the move. King Lloyd gives way. And that was a start you can feel pretty good about as a pitcher. Tie ball game and a new pitcher when we get back. Harper Cinecor will take over here. Back here at Chase Field, and now the DH, King Lloyd. In the air, right field. That one gets down for a hit. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. So digging in, Bruno Franco. Leadoff hitter is aboard, so the defense will be on guard against the bunt that could move a critical runner into scoring position. That just missed. Walked the batter on 4 pitches. And here's the first baseman, Alfonso Francisco. And that'll load the bases.
That's ball 4.
Luther Suarez getting ready to hit.
Three and 2.
This one's in the dirt. But the runners do not advance. Three and 2, here's the pitch. Line drive for a base hit. One runs in. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline and the run scores. And they lead by 2. Now, King Lloyd.
Yeah!
In the dirt, but blocked.
0-1.
Batista leading off first with 1 gone.
Ball, that's inside.
One-two offering. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. Got it.
3.
That's the second out. Two away here, nobody on. Jeffrey Hop, the next to hit. Now this is lifted to center. And it drops in. And here's the catcher, Jerome Coleman. 1 for 3. Soft contact in the air. Steps on the bag. Ball game. Lloyd with a fine two-way performance in this one. Good pitching and hitting. Not much to complain about here. Maybe it wasn't the most explosive game on either side of the ball, but he held his own.
Someone's love, someone's other love. My mother was so sad. I've been a rambling man without a plan. Just shot right from a gun. Yeah, I've folded, I've been scolded, and I had my share of fun. Now they're handing me the keys to the kingdom.
Welcome to Game 3 of the MLB Draft Combine. I'm Ben Gelman. One final opportunity before the draft for these prospects to show out in front of the scouts. We're just about ready to get started. So 2 down, and now the first baseman, King Lloyd. Ripped into the outfield. Dives, but it kicks off the glove. A 2-out knock, and it keeps the inning alive. Here's the left fielder, Luther Suarez. And we're all even up. In the dirt. Now a runner in scoring position. This is a bit of a fix for the pitcher now. Got to 2 outs, but then surrendered the single, and then the wild pitch put the runner in scoring position. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. Laser to third, but handled well. That ends the inning. 1 runner left stranded. They're down 1-0. And now the right fielder, Kevin Simmons. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And a base hit right there. Runner around third. Wide throw, and it gets away. Coming to the plate. Also in to score. I think the defense was playing a bit too tight with runners aboard. You have to focus on making the play cleanly. If you don't, bad things can happen. He hits a fly to center. Pulls that one down, and there's 1 down. Back here at Chase Field, and here's the first baseman, King Lloyd. That one's in there. Strike 1. They try to get a chase on a slider down and away. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. Leadoff batter set down to open the 7th. Runner at first, Stephen Ka, the next to hit. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to the right side. Fires to second, but safe at first. It's the fielder's choice. King Lloyd will hit next. 1 for 3.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Runner at second, 2 down. That one finds the zone. Chases in the dirt, slider there, up with it, fires to first. That completes the strikeout. Inning over. 2 away and a runner in scoring position here. At the plate, Estevan Batista. Here's a pop-up. Kolkol under it. And that's the ball game. That concludes this year's MLB Draft Combine. It was a pleasure watching these young talents get a chance to showcase their skills and boost their draft stocks. I, for one, cannot wait to see what the future holds for these players and for our sport.
With the second pick of the 6th round, the Los Angeles Angels select King Lloyd, a two-way player from the Central region.
So as we continue through day 2 of this year's draft, we got a high school player with the latest pick. And Harold, this is a guy that's already committed to one of the best college baseball programs in the country. What do you think his immediate future holds?
Well, he's got a future. He's a nice young talent, but I don't think he's ready for pro ball. I think he has a lot more development to do. And going to the college that he's going to, they do a great job of developing players. I think he really has to look at that seriously. Pro ball is pro ball. But college, you got a chance to go and you can make mistakes and still have an opportunity to come back.
But he did get drafted for a reason. So this big league organization thinks they've got the developmental expertise in their system. They want him to sign, do they not?
No doubt. I see what they see in him. There's upside talent. I'm just saying pro ball will eat him up right now. He's not ready.
Okay. Oh, look.
This is my take.
That's a very candid take. And who knows, maybe in a couple years we'll see him in the first round.
Skin. Every day a new version of me, a third of me demented, cemented in pain, juggling the pros and cons of fame. I don't know how to make friends, I'm a lonely soul. I recollect this isolation, I was 4 years old. Truth be told, I've been battling myself, trying to navigate the real and fake, cynical about the judgment day. I did past life progression last year and it f***ed me up, reincarnated on this earth for 100 plus. Body after body, lesson after lesson. Let's take it back to Michigan in 1947. My father kicked me out the house cause I wouldn't listen to him. I didn't care about his influence, only loved what I was doing. Gifted as a musician, I play guitar on a grand level. The most talented where I'm from, but I had to rebel. And so I'm off in the sunset, searching for my place in the world. With my guitar up on my hip, that's the story unfurled. I found myself with a pocket full of money and a whole lot of respect. While the record business loved me, I was head of rhythm and blues. The women that felt so many to choose. But I manipulated power as I lied to the masses. Died with my money, gluttony was too attractive. Reincarnated. Another life, it placed me as a black woman in the chitlin circuit. Seductive vocalist as the promoter hit the curtains. My voice was angelic, straight from heaven, the crowd sobbed. A musical genius, what the articles emphasized. Had everything I wanted, but I couldn't speak. Had me in fetal position, restricted. Turned on my family, I went wherever cameras be. No private planes for my insanity. Self-indulged, discipline never been my sentiment. To me, it was like penicillin. Love, my happiness was in it. The melodies give me hope when nobody's looking. My first assistant was a small town scholar, never did a till I got myself around her. My daddy looked at her the way he saw sin in me. Pinched in me, reincarnated. My present life is Kendrick Lamar, a rapper looking at the lyrics to keep you in awe. The only factor I respected was raising the bar. My instincts sent material straight to the charts. My father kicked me out the house, I finally forgive him. I'm old enough to understand the way I was living. Ego and pride had me looking at him with resentment. I close my eyes, hoping that I don't come off contentious. I'm yelling, Father, did I finally get it right? Everything I did was selfless. I spoke freely when the people needed me, I helped them. I didn't gloat, even told them no when the vultures came. Took control of my fleshly body when the money changed. Son, you do well, but your heart is closed, I can tell. Residue that linger from your past creates itself. Father, I'm not perfect, I got urges, but I hold them down. But your pride has to die. Okay, Father, show me how. Tell me every deed that you done and what you do it for. I kept 100 institutions paid. Okay, tell me more. I put 100 hoods on one stage. Okay, tell me more. I'm trying to push peace in LA. But you love war. No, I don't. Oh, yes, you do. Okay, then tell me the truth. Every individual is only a version of you. How can they forgive when there's no forgiveness in your heart? I can tell you where I'm going. I can tell you who you are. You fell out of heaven cause you was anxious. Didn't like authority, only searched to be Isaiah 14 was the only thing that was prevalent. My greatest music director was you. It was colors, it was pinks, it was reds, it was blues, it was harmony, emotion. I sent you down to earth cause you was broken. Rehabilitation, not psychosis, but now we here now. Centuries you manipulated man with music. Embodied you as superstars to see how you moving. You came a long way from garnishing evilish views.
And all I ever wanted from you was love and approval. I learned a lot, no more putting these people in fear. The more that word is diminished, the more it's not real. The more light that I can capture, the more I can feel. I'm using words for inspiration as an ideal.
So can you promise that you won't take your gifts for granted?
I promise that I use my gifts to bring understanding.
For heavy man, woman, and child, how much can you vow?
I found my life just to live one in harmony now.
You crushed a lot of people, keeping their thoughts in captivity.
And I'm ashamed that I ever created that enemy.
And let's rejoice where we at.
I rewrote the devil's story just to take our power back. Carnated.
Yeah. Know what I'm saying? I just chillin'. Real West Side. Hey, yeah, pull up with a thing or two. Yeah, you know what I came to do. Slide down the avenue. Yeah, did what I had to do. Infinite flavors. Yeah, pick your favorite. Yeah, keep playing. Think about running from air. Yeah, looking at the Lakers. Assalamu alaikum, walaikum salam. Why thank you, be the realest alive. Hi hater, I hate it. Bye hater. Bye Felicia. Not today, not tomorrow either. Look though, it's a lot of vacant houses, whole city like a tournament, the block, little snag or two. Actually in the cops, no Johnny, it's the projects, North St. Lucia. Trying to kill bills, if a dollar meal really will fit your whole attitude. Been rapping about the real since a little. Imagine if I had the boo. I was only 9 years old when I found my song. Cuz had me in the booth, looking over. The ever roll shorty, the whole block posted. Everybody not the vocals, any social, I'm posted. I'm like riding, I can't cope, I don't know, could be inside. First line was about my shook. Your bitch heard that he died on the last Friday. I'm just chilling, I want you to go. In the
the ballpark at Omaha. MLB The Show brings you Game 1 of the College Baseball Championship. It's the Cal State Fullerton Titans and the LSU Tigers. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. And Singy, today, one of college baseball's brightest stars looks to spring up draft boards at his team's quest for a national championship.
Yeah, Boog, I'm really looking forward to seeing how he handles it. What an amazing opportunity in a high-stakes setting. Biggest week of his young career.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, King Lloyd. What do you look for here?
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter. And really, he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Brandon Blanchard leading things off and takes a strike. And that one popped in the air, left field. Trout. And a quick out, number one.
Game 1 of the College Baseball Championship. These players have got to be pumped. I know I am.
No doubt, Singy, the massive crowd here, a national audience watching at home. For most of these players, this is by far the biggest stage they played on. Marlon Fernandez in now, takes ball one off the plate. Breaking ball inside, and that's ball two. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
2-2.
That one ripped right center field. And that gets down into the gap. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
One out. Runner at second. Vizcaino now at the plate.
One ball, no strike. Be patient.
Late with the swing there.
1-1.
Hey, come on. You got a hold of my head.
Strike two. Fernandez leads off second with one gone in the inning. Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Oliger digs in now, and a foul ball.
Be patient.
Foul ball there. Runner at second, two down. That's way outside, and that is ball one.
Give him a chair.
Good job to fight that one off.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. No runs, one hit, no errors, and a man left. On to the bottom of the first. No score. King Lloyd steps in now for LSU. What a journey he's been on to get to this point, Singy.
Yeah, Boog, he's really been a perfect fit for this LSU program. Tremendous four-year career. And to cap off his senior season with a trip to Omaha, that's pretty incredible.
And that one sliced foul. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it gets by him. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score.
Comes through with the RBI. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
Runner in scoring position. No outs. Singh will hit next. Man at second. And he beats it. He's safe. There's one.
Batting 6, the right fielder.
New inning getting started. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alan Quezada.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
Looking across the field, Singy, you know physically the talent is there for all of these athletes. Now is when the mental game really comes into play.
I couldn't agree more, Boog. It's time to lock in and focus, which isn't easy to do under such a bright spotlight. But performing with this kind of pressure is exactly the kind of thing to help prepare you for the big leagues.
Jarrett Urban in the box now. No balls and a strike. And there's a foul ball. High fly ball out to left field. Trout drops into the glove, and there are two down. So up next, Seth Hinojosa. Swing and a miss, and it's 0-1.
0-1. There's the first now.
Base knock center field, and that extends the inning.
Batting 8, the right
now
fielder.
It's the right fielder, Dante O'Neill. And that's in for a strike.
No ball, one strike.
That's to third. Singh to second, pulls him off the bag.
Maybe just a little lack of concentration on that throw. 2 out. You think you've got the play made. Players are starting to move off the field towards the dugout, and then everyone's got to come back. Sometimes you take that throw for granted, and that's all it takes to keep the inning going.
Alexi Marmolejo stands in now and watches strike one. Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
First and second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second.
Hey, no runs.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And ball one. And that one is inside. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Cut on and miss, struck him out. We didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 2 left on. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. The Tigers on top 3-0. Welcome back to the College Baseball Championship. And now Brandon Blanchard. Lloyd back to work. And that misses. And that's ball one.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider to cover middle away. And that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Next offered in there for a strike. And the count is 1-2.
I love seeing these outstanding young athletes out there on college's biggest stage. Just goes to show you what hard work, dedication, and pure love for the game can do.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Pride on the move. Makes the catch. And there's one down. Now the left fielder, Marlon Fernandez.
The left fielder
doubled his first time up.
Marlon Fernandez.
And that is out of play. Foul ball. One out, base is empty. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
On to first, and that is that. Offense held in check there. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Tigers lead it 4-0. And at first,
the batter,
King Lloyd steps in now for the Tigers.
King Lloyd.
You ever been to a game in Baton Rouge, Boog? Whether it's football or baseball, I'm not sure there's a better scene in all the sports. Man, they love their Tigers down there.
It's 0-1.
I can't argue with that, Singy. Something about the mix of the energy, atmosphere, and the purple that really brings it all together. Those LSU fans bring their A game and travel in droves when their team makes it here to Omaha. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Marmolejo hauls it in, and there's one away. On to the 4th. Here's the third baseman, Eric Oliger. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Check swing, but he went too far. And the count is 1-1.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
And that's through there for a strike. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field. That could jumpstart an offense that's really struggled to score in this one. Don't want to wake a team up with the free pass.
So man aboard. Next to hit, Alan Quezada. Struck out swinging his first time.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
That one misses. 2 balls and a strike. Oliger on at first. Nobody out. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Just missed.
Got a full count.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
The batter.
The batter now, Jarrett Urban. Flied to left his first time. There's a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Shipley makes the grab. 2 down. So now the DH spot, Seth Hinojosa. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
That's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Two outs. Look out!
That got him.
And it hit him. He had 2 strikes on him,
and
he hit him. And now here is Dante O'Neill. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time. That one missed. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Tracks it down for the out. And that is that. So they strand a pair to the bottom of inning number 4 now. The Tigers with the lead 4-0. Welcome back to the ballpark at Omaha. Now, Alexi Marmolejo. Check swing, and he went. It's 0-1.
Well, these players just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Swing and a ground ball. Luis. Now the throw to first on the run, and they get the out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So the batting order turns over. Next to hit, Brandon Blanchard. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll touch them all. It's 5-1.
What I love about this swing is he stayed tall, allowed his hands to go directly to the baseball, letting that bat head get down through the ball to create backspin and hit it out of the ballpark. Really nice job.
One out, base is empty, and a run in, and we're at the top of the 5th. In the air, out towards right center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ruben.
And now the first baseman, Ruben Vizcaino. Both 2 in this one. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
There's a swing and a miss.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Next pitch misses. 1-2 the count. Hit in the air, left field. Trout. And that'll do it. 1 hit in the inning, a solo homer. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Tigers out front, 5-1. King Lloyd getting ready to hit. The Angels selected him out of high school, but he chose college ball instead. Pretty cool to see it paying off for him, Singy. A shot at the Natty.
Yeah, Boog, what an opportunity he's got here this week, trying to cap off his college career with a title. He'll certainly get another chance to hear his name called at the upcoming draft, though. You know, this group of hitters putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say
we're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Tanner Kidd.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
King Lloyd, the next to hit. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Sends it to first, inning over. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and now the DH, King Lloyd.
Designated hitter, King Lloyd.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Marmolejo pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd. Alan Quezada now at the plate.
Number 4, Alan.
This could end it. And that one ripped into right. And that'll do it. They get the victory. What a way to start their journey here in Omaha. Lloyd was good for them both hitting and pitching in this ball game.
Boog, if he's going to pitch and hit long term, he really can't let either side of the game sink too much. You got to keep contributing across the board. Games like this show he's got what it takes to remain a two-way player.
Sun setting in the background. What a way to set the scene. And we can take another lap round, but it wouldn't change a thing. Oh no, this ain't one of those where I kiss you and you go. Maybe we find each other somewhere down the road. 'Cause I'm always trying and making it right. I'm still getting these concussions, throw my head against the wall, turning nothing into something, making everything my fault. But you got me top, begging you to stay. I'm bleeding out from screaming at your name. Find a place to pull over, tears stain on your shoulder. 2 years is too long, still feel like I don't know you. You always wonder what it'd be like if I left. Take a look around, 'cause you're staring at the air. When you need it, say you blame me for everything when you leave.
Greetings from the ballpark at Omaha. We're ready for Game 2 of the College Baseball Championship. It's the LSU Tigers and the TCU Horned Frogs. First pitch coming your way next. King Lloyd steps in now for the Tigers.
You have to find a way to score the runner from third, especially with less than 2 outs. Wait for the pitch you want and hit it as hard as you can.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone. And they add to their lead. It's 3-0. Look at him soaking it all in with his team. It's like a parade out there singing.
Yeah, and you can tell he's loving every second, Boog. This is the college baseball championship. Moments like this are what players dream about.
Yeah, pure joy, and I think I saw one of his teammates trying to do a cartwheel.
That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Two on, 1 out. Baco will hit next.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Del Baco.
Singy, now that the nerves from Game 1 have died down a bit, do you think some of these players' thoughts have turned to the upcoming draft?
Oh, for sure, Boog. Of course, they're all here to win, but there's no denying that if you deliver here in Omaha, you have an opportunity to jump up on those draft boards, and quick.
Now the 0-1. To first, maybe a 2-ball. Over to second for 1. Back to first, double play. Nice job getting over, and that ends the inning. So no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 1 left. 1 inning in the books here. The Tigers on top here, 3-0. 1 out, runner at second.
The first
Lloyd
baseman,
getting
number
ready
8,
to hit.
King
He's already homered here in
Lloyd.
this one. In the air, right side, Grindel sizing this one up. He makes the grab. Runner tags and goes to third.
Now batting, the third baseman, second, Singh.
So the go-ahead
Now
run in
batting,
scoring
catcher,
position.
Giovanni
Willie, the next to hit.
Wiley.
Egan at second with 2 down. And a base hit right there. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. Now the tag at second, and he's out, trying for 2. Misplay doesn't cost him. Inning over. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. On to inning number 4. The Horned Frogs with the lead 4-3. Next to hit, King Lloyd. He's already homered in this game.
Number 8, King Lloyd.
That's down and in.
Ball.
With the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first.
2-1.
There's a ball. Safe at second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Like you can, come on.
Fought off foul.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
King Lloyd now at the plate. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Fastball is outside.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
The throw to second is offline. He makes the throw, but it's not in time. And he reaches safely. So digging in, Beckett, Singh. And that'll load the bases.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice play appearance.
Ken Zavala will hit next. So the tying run at second. Line drive, base hit. 1 runs in. The throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 5-5.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
First and second, 1 out. Lloyd getting ready to hit.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Base hit, left center field. Luis around third. 1 run across. Runner holds at third, so just 1 across on the play.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. Singh, the next to hit. First and third, one down. Goes to second for one, and that's two. One run, a pair of hits, no errors, and one left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. The Tigers had the lead, 8-5. And here is Darren Vaughn.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Darren Vaughn.
In the air out to center. That one gets down for a hit. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
That's back-to-back singles for him. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that.
Ground ball to short, and this ought to do it. And that'll do it. They get the victory to move to 2-0 here in Omaha. Lloyd with a standout performance today, Singy.
Yeah, terrific effort by this two-way player, Boog. His team gets the win to move to 2-0, inching closer to their ultimate goal of winning it all. He'll get the hit again in the next one and continue to show the scouts that he belongs near the top of their draft boards.
Hello and welcome to the ballpark at Omaha. The show brings you the elimination game of the College Baseball Championship. It's the LSU Tigers going up against the Vanderbilt Commodores. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. Well, Singy, it's win or go home time for one of college baseball's biggest names.
Big game on tap today, Boog. 9 innings away from leading his team to the College Baseball Championship game. Pressure-packed opportunity for him and his teammates.
First pitch coming your way next. One down.
Third,
King Lloyd steps in now for LSU, Singy. You know, Singy, this elimination game might be when these players really feel the pressure to make their mark.
Absolutely. They know the history, Boog. They're fully aware that Hall of Famers like Paul Molitor and Big Dave Winfield made a name for themselves here in Omaha.
And he swings through that one.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Next pitch misses, and the count 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Trout leads off first with 1 away.
Come on, Biggin.
Swing and a pop-up. Ochoa puts it away for the out. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Lloyd, the next to hit. He looks to be one of the top prospects of the upcoming MLB draft. Some scouts feel that he could be selected early in the first round, Singy.
Yeah, Boog, I think he's on a fast track to the big leagues. He can really do it all.
There's a strike.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Well done behind the dish. And now the first baseman, King Lloyd.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And fouled off.
This player just continues to impress me with his poise and presence. He knows he belongs here, and he's letting the rest of us know it too.
Swung on, belted. And that one hops the wall. Run comes in from second. It's 3-3.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. The manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Singh will hit next. It bounces, and he's going for third. No throw, he steals third easily. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
Even with a good secondary lead, sometimes it's hard to see just how far that ball's gotten away from the catcher. And if you can make it to third base pretty much standing up, well, that time he seemed to have a pretty good read, gets to third safely, and now he's just 90 feet away from scoring.
On the ground at first, Bowman. Out number 2, and another run comes in.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Shortstop.
So runner at second, 2 down. Ochoa now at the plate. That's a base hit. Heading for the plate. He'll score, and they've tied it. He's in there.
Well, we're starting over again, all tied up. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
Lloyd at the plate now. That's ball 1.
1-0.
One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. Rocketed out towards right center. Brings it in, tags up from second, and he'll head to third. So 2 away with nobody on. Next to hit, King Lloyd. Close, but call the ball. 1-0. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the top of the 9th. Line drive, and it goes just foul. And here it comes. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Check swing, and he held up. 2 outs, base is empty. The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
2 outs, runner at first. Beckett, Singh getting ready to hit. In the dirt, runner goes for second. Throw to second, out, and that'll end the inning. 1 run. Bretland Risser digs in now. They're down to their final strike.
Hey, look, we'll see how it factors in. I just can't emphasize how much that insurance run in the top of the 9th means. I mean, just such a big difference.
Slice the other way. That's a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
That's tremendous fight from him.
I
know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Fastball in for a strike, and the count 1-1. The swing and a soft liner. That's a base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Well, that's one of those knocks where you almost expect to get some jabs from your teammates when you get back to the dugout. Really important at bat coming up now.
Lloyd with a quality performance in this one, Singy.
Nice effort from him, Boog.
Greetings from the ballpark at Omaha. The show brings you the college championship game. It's the LSU Tigers taking on the South Carolina Gamecocks. With my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaubing. And Siggy, today we get to witness this elite college prospect try and bring home a national championship for his school.
Yeah, Boog, most important game of his young career. So much on the line in this one. Can't wait to see how he performs with the baseball world watching.
King Lloyd steps in now for the Tigers, Siggy.
Lloyd.
Man, the Tigers have had some legendary moments over the years in Omaha, Boog, but nothing tops 1996. Warren Morris's 2-out, 2-run walk-off homer to win the title over Miami. Now that was epic.
On the ground. Sends it across to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Dana Alcantara.
Dana Alcantara.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Question for you, Singy. How many players who won a college title went on to win a World Series?
See, I don't know how many, but I know who did it most recently, Boog, and that'd be Walker Buehler. He was on the 2024 LA Dodgers and the 2014 Vanderbilt Commodores.
Pitch misses there, and the count 1-2. Got him looking for the K. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Koji Kaiser in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Hit in the air, right field. And it falls. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting third, the
And
right
now
fielder,
it's going to be Kyle Vernon.
Vernon.
There's the strike.
Be patient.
Fastball is outside. Kaiser at first, one gone. There's the swing and a miss.
1-2.
Line drive.
2-2.
Pride makes the grab on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Ball.
In the dirt.
2 balls, no strike.
Goes to second. Save.
He's in there.
And he's
Strike.
into scoring position with 2 away on a wild pitch.
2 down now.
Next offering is fouled back.
Top contact right here. Yeehaw.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Out to center. Pride sizing this one up, and that'll do it. King Lloyd will hit next. You'll likely hear his name called in the early rounds of the upcoming draft, Singy.
Yeah, Boog, he's got what it takes to be a solid big leaguer down the road. Good showing so far here in Omaha.
And there's a foul ball.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs. You've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one.
Stays alive.
Tell you what, I hope there's some kids at home right now being inspired by these players who are not much older than them, competing at the very highest level of college sports.
Tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he won around. Not an easy call there, but... And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Roger Mock. That one a little bit high. 1-0.
1-0.
He swings and fouls one off. Lloyd ready to fire now for LSU. That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Cleo McCormick, the next to hit, takes ball 1. That one misses. Ball 2.
Be patient.
Upstairs.
Ball, that's high.
And that's outside, ball 4.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Now at the plate, Christopher Coyle. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a ground ball. Safe at second. Now he launches a throw over his head. And they won't get him, and he goes first to third on the error.
That's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great. Nothing came out.
Roll to short, could be 2. To second, there's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Jude Ash getting ready to hit.
Jude Ash.
That pitch gets the corner. 0-1. 6 still. Off of first with 2 away. And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. 1-2 now. That's inside.
No, that's it.
Up the middle. He's got it. And that is out number 3. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We played 2 full. The Tigers on top 3-1. Welcome back to the National Championship. Dana Alcantara digs in now. just missed.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard.
This one's fair down the line and left, and it's going to be extra bases. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Swing and a foul out of play. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Backed off the plate that time. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and they trail by 1.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
So digging in, Kyle Vernon. He's 0 for 1. And that is out of play. Right through there for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That misses. Now 1-2. On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and they just get 1.
Good two-seam action right there, running away from the batter, over it, got the ground out.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Seamus Graham. And that misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
And a foul ball. Tying run is at first here in the last half of the third.
No,
that's off the mark. And a count 2-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air out to shallow center. Zavala makes the grab, and there's 2 down. Roger Mock, the next to hit. Runner on the goal. Pitch misses in. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And a foul ball.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Next offering is in for a strike.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit, it's probably going to be a big run, so you really...
Tosses the first. They limit the damage here. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. And we're back. Bottom of the 4th. Down the third baseman, Cleo McCormick. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats.
You know, this group of hitters showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across the score as well.
Here's the catcher, Christopher Coyle. And this is inside. Fought off foul. Out there to center. And that'll get down for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now Orlando Sixto. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
1 down now. 1 down.
Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down.
Check on the runner, and he's back in standing. Coyle leads off first with 1 away. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play.
Yeah.
But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We're headed to the 5th. The Tigers on top here, 4-2. Welcome back to the College Baseball Championship from the ballpark at Omaha. Now it's the DH, King Lloyd. Check swing called strike. Strike one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Shu Zavala up and loosening in the pen. Tackett also throwing.
Ball. 0-2 fastball way out of the zone. I think he's trying to speed him up. Got to stay back. Off speed's probably coming.
That misses the zone. The count now 2-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
And there's one away. Welcome back to the College Baseball Championship from the ballpark at Omaha. Dana Alcantara now at the plate. Lloyd back to work. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and there's one down.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Get this guy out of here.
And a big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Strike.
Swing and a miss at a slider.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Luis brings it in. And there are 2 down. And now the right fielder, Kyle Vernon. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Be patient.
And it's fouled away.
Calm down.
Headed down the line. And that drops foul. 2 out, space is empty. That one the other way. Zavala fires to first on the run. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Seamus Graham. There's a strike. Vernon leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Here goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Throw, save!
Yeah, I like being aggressive right there with 2 outs. It's kind of a classic steal situation. You get thrown out, no big deal. That guy at the plate leads off the next inning. Now, a single to the outfield can push the run across.
Singh makes the grab. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're through 5.
Now pitching for the
Back
Tigers.
now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Gerard Van.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score, and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
And that one is lifted in the air. Vernon. And makes the grab. Runner tags at second. And he's in safely at third with 1 out. And now the DH, King Lloyd.
Designated hitter, King Lloyd.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Sixto on the move. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
The third baseman, number 3, second, Singh.
Roger Mott
The batter,
getting
number
ready to
24.
hit. Crowd
Second
locked in
baseman,
right now.
Roger
1-run game
Mott.
here in the 9th. Base hit, 1 run is in. The winning run crosses the plate. Amazing. A walk-off hit to win the national championship. What a moment for him and his teammates. Their quest for a national title ends here in Omaha, Singy.
Tough way to go out, Boog, but I was impressed with his poise out there today. Didn't have his best stuff, but battled through it to give his team a chance. This 2-way prospect gave it his all out there on the mound, and I'm sure the scouts took notice. Next stop, the MLB Draft.
score 7-6. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Sciambi saying so long.
We need each other. We have to have each other for our survival. From the revolutionaries to the conservatives, a black united front is what we're about.
Yeah. To make another mob, to change another god, an angel from the Lord, in ceremony you guard the big homie in charge, main culprit at large, emerge over the odds, the victorious odds, the talented Mr. Trotter, a midnight marauder, if there's blood in the water, no stopping the top shotter, I drop multiple arms like candelabras on a mission. I'm chasing chicken like a chupacabra. Salute your father, I'm headed back to Wakanda after the drama. Rappers get medevac to the trauma. To the lion separated from the pride. I rule Zion, I am the most hated one alive. Was fired, another one. I represent the unwanted, undesired. Wash my hands of it all, then raise one and testify to level. I'm guilty but justified.
I started running the streets when I was 9. When I started running around at 9, I knew what I was going to do when I was 10.
Trust the vibe when it's the fly sinister, Philly certified finisher, the prime minister, in God's image, the monument, the homages to the problems, acknowledging how to apply penance for the transgressions that I've accepted, and acquiescence of my own presence as I inspected my load of charges don't get it. So stream it at your own discretion, every answer question. Investment in your own protection, they be like black. Well, who knew we'd be receiving a new you? This Paul Zulu and Farrakhan, me Pharaoh Khufu. Misinterpret my level of genius and call it cuckoo. But the Swahili meaning of freedom is still you huru. To the booth guru, I deliver the truth to you. Who got the nerve to act as if this isn't proof to you that I will mobilize them?
With the 30th pick of the third round, the Cincinnati Reds select King Lloyd, a two-way player from the Central Region.
Okay, so another college player taken off the board here in the early rounds of this draft. It's another player who was drafted out of high school, went to school, had a strong but not outstanding college career, Harold. What do you think of this young man? Because he didn't put up any staggering college stats, but scouts clearly have liked him for a while.
Well, they've liked him, and this is where the metrics have helped him. You know, statistically, not all there, but when you see him on the field and you see him go through the combine-type workouts, you see the potential of being an impact player. Not everybody's a number one pick that ends up being a big-time player in the big league.
So maybe in the minor leagues, he can get with one instructor, one coach who can unlock that talent that we've been waiting to see.
That's what you're dreaming on, and that's why you draft him and hoping you can develop it.
Look, he bet on himself out of high school, went to college, and it clearly paid off.
the shapeshifter, weightlifter, I hate it. I'm the great victor behind the bars, state prisoner.
Los bolsillos llenos, me siento como un buster. Todas se me arriman. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster. Pa' su postre, entro el dueño de la aldea. Women se me pegan, huelen mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Entro el dueño de la aldea. Women se me pegan, huelen mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. El abuso, si sale un meque, mis perros están buzos. Me sobran los recursos y cuando traboneamos la hablo sucio. Lealtad siempre prométeme, afila el machete. La tengo arañando las paredes, facturando emerald verde. Todos los semáforos luz verde. Entro el dueño de la aldea. Women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. No imaginas lo que te espera. Entro el dueño de la aldea. Women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. No imaginas lo que te espera. Arte Mona Lisa por mi cama se desliza. No me avisa, sus chelas hacen fila. Son una bandida, buscan que la le bendiga. Soy el de Bautile, trae la maquila, eche la valija. Más el equipo, fotos tienen fija. La baby es lo duro y no se fijan. Los bolsillos llenos, siento como un poste. Ahora se me arriba. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster. Entro el dueño de la aldea. Women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Entro el dueño de la aldea. Women se me pegan.